welcome back to my channel. This layout is going to be featuring some of my products from the Cheeky Studio. I am their guest designer, so I'm using the Flamingo Fun sequence set and then Winter Flowers, the Flare, and the Ephemera pack. I also have that wood veneer that I'll be using as my title. Now, the picture I'm scrapping is from Christmas, and it is Valentina and my Doxy Zoe sitting under the Christmas tree, and it's just a cute picture that I printed in black and white that actually fits really well with this layout in the end. So I'm going to be literally using, probably folks, like the entire ephemera pack. Now I know that's not always a desired thing when you spend, you know, a couple dollars on ephemera pack. You want it to last a little bit for a few layouts, but I probably use a good half of it already. I couldn't help myself. These pieces, worked perfectly with this wreath that I cut out. The cut file is from the Design Studio. I will remember to leave the link down below. The Silhouette Design Studio, and I am just going to do kind of 3 clusters of these flowers in this kind of triangle, so like 2 in the top and then 1 down below, and I'm going to do like a flatter layer and then pop some up with fun foam like I did on a previous layout. And I just liked doing it. Also, why I chose gray for my wreath color is because remember the foliage when I did my unboxing video, the foliage in this collection are like gray tones or like an olive green, you know, almost leaning towards black kind of color. So I thought if I'm going to do like a floral wreath again too, I think I'm going to cut it on gray cardstock, and it'll probably complement the ephemera pack quite nicely, and I was 100% right. This layout turns out to be stunning, and I freaking love it so much. So I lost a few things. So I matted my photo on like a blushy cardstock as well to tie in with the ephemera pieces. And I start gluing everything down, like I said, first the flat layer, and then I start adding dimension. And I do this formula for all 3 embellishment clusters. So on the outskirts, it's a little bit more dimensional, and then I tuck other ones underneath, and it really does come together very effortlessly. This pack of die cuts is beautiful. So if you haven't visited Cheeky Studio, definitely check them out, because this winter flower collection is just gorgeous. It's elegant, it's gorgeous. I just find it very nice, and I'm enjoying my scrapbook layouts lately. You know, like I'm already like in February, getting my groove back, or a little bit of my groove back. I'm definitely a floral girl through and through, because all of them are always something floral. But I love them in that regard, so it's really fun to do. So like I said, I'm just adhering everything down first, all the ephemera, and then I start going in with the sequin pack. Oh, and I do add one of these gorgeous flares, and I let it sit on a bed of like gray thread, but it doesn't make it to that little corner. It'll sit under the picture on the right bottom corner in the end. But here I go into with some of the sequins. Now remember the sequins pack had like a clear opal pieces, and then like a gray black opal pieces, and then pink and gold. I don't use any of the gold ones. I stick with all the opal, the pink, and the black opal colors. And those 2 on the close-ups you'll see shine beautifully as well and complement it. So you can recreate this with probably any kind of ephemera pack if you really think about it, especially if they have multiples of flowers, or even if it's like I don't know, like tags and stuff. I mean, not to say out on the reef, but you know, always remember the rule of 3 and like a visual triangle, as we always call it, and this kind of concept can be repeated over and over. Now the wood veneer, I'm not always a big wood veneer person. I usually find myself painting all the time, and I thought about heat embossing it with white embossing powder, or even black embossing powder. But I'll be honest, I just didn't want to do the extra step of clean up embossing powder, because I always find I make an absolute mess with that powder. So next best thing is just paint it with some inexpensive craft paint, and you'll be okay. And I went with black because I did toy with like a pink or gray, and where I wanted it in that left hand, right hand side of the picture, I felt like I lost it because of the foliage and or the gray wreath. So I went with black, and it definitely pops. There's the contrast that you need, and it works for this layout. quite nicely. And if you really, and if I think about it too, my last two layouts both had the title Sweet Girl. I don't know how that happened, it just randomly happened, but I thought that was kind of funny. So then I'm also going in with some shimmers vibes. This one is called Olive Branch, which has shimmer, so it's like a olivey green color. Clearly the name says some of it. Olive Branch. Then I went in with Wine Me Not, or Why Not. So that one's like a burgundy purple color. And that will finish off my layout. I hope you go and visit Cheeky Studio and use the coupon code GUEST10 for a discount. And here comes all the close-ups. I love this layout.